Okay, so I completed my first ever 2TC, 2 Tower Chimps in BT6, and I am so happy about it, and I really want to show you guys. So I'm playing on the map Resort. I'm using Sorda, which is a really common hero to use on 2TCs, just because she's so strong, especially on this map where she can hit balloons multiple times in the spot where I put it. Anyway, I make sure to leave some room for another tower in the spot where I put her, and that other tower is, drumroll please, I mean, I'm sure you would have guessed it anyway, or you would have seen it on the thumbnail. It's the wizard monkey. Now, the wizard monkey isn't really known, I don't think, well for me anyway, isn't known as like a really good tower in BTD6, but the reason I go for it is because the top path upgrade, so the 50 the top path is actually a really good pierce and pop and power, and so I just wanted to try that out because I've never actually used the wizard monkey before, so I just wanted to see how it was going to do. And by the way, this is my first try at this. Either I'm really lucky or I'm just a goat, because like I feel like normally you shouldn't be able to complete this challenge in one try. Well, on your first try, I should say. But so I upgrade to yeah, so I'm going for 502 wizard, and you might be thinking, but Ducky, what about lead popping power? How are we going to deal with that? Well, actually, it's kind of weird because swords can't pop lead balloons, right? But the sword leap ability can pop lead balloons. So with good enough timing, you can pop lead. It's just quite tedious, but it is possible. And well, that's why I don't go with the like fireball and firewall on the wizard monkey, because also because I can go with monkey's hands, so it can hit camos, and they'll help me a lot with DETs. So on round 27 now. Next round are the first lead balloons, which I'm not too afraid about because, well, if you can tell, this isn't live commentary, so I wasn't too afraid about it because, yeah, I just used one ability and it was all dealt with. But in the future, it's going to get much scarier. Like, for example, there are 9 lead balloons here. I used one ability. I only get 6 balloons, I believe, and there are still 3 lead. Thankfully, it's off cooldown time, so I use it again and pop the rest of those lead balloons. Okay, so as you can see here on round 37, there are lots of lead balloons, but I get a really good ability with other them. Round 38 is the exact same, although my ability gets none of them, so that's unfortunate. So I have to restart, I believe. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, I do actually. I die. But I feel like better timing easily counters that. So I go for it now. And I still don't get any, which is really bad. But on my next ability, I get just about all of them, and that was really close because that literally went out like a millisecond after the last lead got popped. Anyway, round 40 is coming up, with a Moab. This is kind of scary. Since, like Amnesia, I didn't upgrade my wizard to a 402, but I still dealt with it quite easily. I just needed a good ability to help with genocide. Anyway, now I upgrade my wizard a couple rounds late, but it doesn't matter.
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
Okay, so here on round 58, we do thankfully, just before the BFE, afford the 502 Archmage on the wizard, which is extremely broken, and you'll see why in a sec. Just look at that, it breathes fire, it shoots like magic balls, and it can hit every single type of balloon in a game. It's so overpowered, and just look at this BFB, it gets shredded in honestly about a second. Like, it's just ridiculously overpowered, and the top 50 wizard isn't even that expensive, and it can solo until round 100 with Sword. Like, that is just insane.
Looking sharp. Cuts a
Okay,
tomato.
so round 92 is, I believe, when things start getting a bit difficult. Actually, no, I think we're fine this round, but next round it's going to start getting quite difficult. So yeah, we defend easily. Yeah,
DDT.
but this
Clean
round
cuts
there are
and
actually
still
a
cuts a
couple
tomato.
DDTs. Yep, but the DDTs are no problem for us, so that's good. Okay, we get past that round easily. Round 94. I think I actually go down here. There are just a load of limbs, and my towers can't keep up. So I think I do go down. Yeah. So I'm going to lose some abilities. I'll restart. I use the abilities at the start of the round. And is that enough? I don't know if that's enough. Just 2 6 I use the ability again, a bit overkill, but anyway. So that's enough. Now I'm 95. There are more DDTs actually, but I should be fine.
Get ready. Moab. Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
Yeah, lots of DDTs, but we are still fine.
Big, red, and slicey.
Yeah, not
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
Now I do need to use my abilities at the start. I don't know if I go down or not. I think I do. Yeah, I do for sure. I think I'm fine, actually. Yeah, I'm fine. Again, that was overkill. Didn't need the abilities. But 97 is still not too difficult. The fortified GMGs really aren't that hard to they really aren't that scary. So I just pop them easily.
Big, red, and slicey.
I should upgrade Sword out, but that's why I do. I use the abilities here. Still a bit late, so I actually do go down. I remember.
Oh, I could have popped that.
Yeah, I do go down. That's okay. I restart. Do the same thing. Use my abilities.
Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato. Big, red, and slicey.
Hopefully upgrade Sword. Yeah. I mean, it's a bit late to run that first.
Oh, I could have popped that.
Use my abilities again, but I still die.
Big, red,
so I restart again. This time upgrade first, and then use my abilities as soon as I can. I should use my my
I could have popped
leaping
that.
sword ability first, because you can't. Yeah, I died.
Big red.
You can't
Get that
use
ZOMG.
your sword dash and leaping sword at the same time. You need to use sword dash first, because if you use leaping sword first, Sword, since she's moving, she can't leap in sword, and so yeah, that's not efficient. Like, that will get you killed in this type of situation. So I just restart again.
Clean
Upgrade
cuts
sword
and still cuts a tomato.
I still use the abilities in one order.
Get ready, Moab. Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato.
Oh yeah, yes.
Attack! Run!
I'll sort myself out. I'll just have some soup.
Leap from your goal! Clean cuts and still cuts a tomato. Leaping sword!
And as you see, for the BAD, we are fine. I probably should have used another sword dash ability, but it doesn't matter. So Sword gets 650k bolts, and my Archmage 1.4 million, over twice as much. It's actually so overpowered. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. My very first 2T3, I'm so happy.